Hi, hello, how are you? Well, today I thought I'd talk about O for overwhelm because we all feel overwhelmed at times, don't we? But it's a funny thing, we feel overwhelmed, but how do we feel it? Because we don't feel it with our fingers, do we? So what is it? Well, overwhelm for most people is when they've just got too much to think about. There's just too much going on and they just feel totally overwhelmed. When you can't stop thinking about something that you've got to do, or there's so much that you've got to do, you don't know where to start. Yeah, I think we all know that feeling. Hi, Morris. So times that we get overwhelmed are things like times like in moving house. You know, that's a big one for people, isn't it? Because we start thinking about all the things that we need to do. You know, we need to get in touch with the solicitors and we need to get in touch with the removals. We need to start thinking about packing and, oh my goodness, are we taking everything? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, overwhelm. Or how about the small things, every day-to-day things? So you might even get overwhelmed with, I don't know what to eat tonight. Oh no, I've got to plan a meal. What am I going to do? Yeah, even small things like that can overwhelm us. But just like everything else we talk about, it feels like we get overwhelmed by our circumstances. It feels like it's the moving house, it's the cooking a meal, it's the report we have to write, it's walking the dogs, anything at all that we feel overwhelmed by. It feels like it's coming from there, doesn't it? But as we know, it never is coming from our circumstances. It can't. It can only come from the way that the thoughts that we're having at the moment, the thoughts that we're having, the transient thoughts that should just flow through us, that we get stuck on. I had a client earlier this morning and she was talking about a book that I'd advised that she read, because it's a great book to do with understanding where our experience comes from. And as she was talking about this book, I realised that she had a totally different reaction to anybody else I'd ever met, which was great because I could use this as an example of how the words are the same, but her experience of the words are different to somebody else's. And that's exactly the same with everything else in life, isn't it? So something that might totally overwhelm one person, another person just breezes through it. Because as I say, we're not talking about the circumstances. That's not what we're overwhelmed by. If you think of having so much on your mind, so much that you've got to think about that you're doing, it's a bit like, I'm a terror for this, opening too many screens on your computer. So you open all these screens up and then you've got too much going on and you get this spinning ball of doom. You know that feeling? And then there's nothing you can do except let go and let the computer do what it needs to do and just almost reset itself, doesn't it? Just opens all the windows in its own time. Well, that's a bit like us when we've got all this going on. We've got too much to think about. We get the spinning ball of doom in our head. It's like our thoughts are spinning, we feel dizzy, whatever it would be. We just need to let go. Just let go. Just let the windows open or close or whatever it needs to do. Just let go. Because I'll give you an example. Just recently, I had a busy day coming up and I was drying my hair. And I was thinking about all the things that I need to do during the day, the people I needed to see, the things I needed to do. And I really did start to feel a bit overwhelmed. And then I had to stop. Okay, am I overwhelmed with drying my hair? No. Actually, I can do that quite well. It's really easy. I was overwhelmed by all the things I thought I needed to do. And that's what overwhelm is. Overwhelm is about the things that we think we need to do. So moving house, we think I've got to do all these things and it feels like a huge weight. Losing weight. People think, oh no, I have to lose 4 stones. Oh no, that's just too much. That's too much. So, as in with weight, all you need to do is lose a pound at a time. We're thinking about all the things that you need to do. You just need to do the one thing, the first step. Because we're never overwhelmed by the things we've got to do, only by our thinking about the things we've got to do. Imagine you're feeling a bit tired, a bit low, you're sitting on the sofa and there's the washing up to do. Oh no, I've got to do the washing up. Well, you're not doing the washing up, you're sitting on the sofa thinking about doing the washing up. And that's what's overwhelming, not the action, the thinking about it. So remember, whenever you feel overwhelmed, we are never overwhelmed by whatever we're doing in this moment. Because whatever we're doing in this moment, we're doing. We're overwhelmed by the thoughts of the next thing we have to do, the next thing we have to do, the next thing. So as I say, next time that you have this feeling, if you have this feeling, just notice it. Oh, okay, what am I doing right now? I'll finish this and then I'll move on to the next thing. And then you can be free from overwhelm. Okay, bye-bye.